while the world just falls apart, at the rise of nothing hope, we can. Well, good morning, and welcome to the Saturday morning ritual. We're live. Oh my God, it worked today. I'm so excited it worked today. Last week was quite challenging to say the least, but I'm so glad you're here. I just finished putting away my latest sewing project, it's coming along nicely, and it's taking more time than I expected, but I made it bigger than it was supposed to be in the first place, like most things I do. I also had my strength training workout this morning. I walked Loki, who decided that he wanted to just lay down and take a break during the walk. So did a little play practice. Now it's 9 a.m. and it's time for my weekly live stream, which hasn't been so weekly as of late, but oh my God, I'm so excited that you guys are here. What have you done this morning? What did you start your morning with? Let us know in the comments. You know, it can be really difficult sometimes to focus on like so many different passion projects, and it's a full-time job. I mean, yeah, all my passion projects are a full-time job, but I also have a full-time job, and weight loss is also, on my list of things to do. So today we're talking about why doing things the way that I do it, all of the things, is the wrong way to go about it. And focusing actually on just one thing might be more beneficial to you. So it's a do as I say, not as I do episode. Oh, you led the Fifth Squad workout this morning, Misty. Wow, that's so excellent. That is excellent. I love when you lead the workouts. I love it. You do such a good job at it. And I'm glad that you were feeling up to it, because I know that you haven't been feeling 100%. So welcome to the Saturday morning as we gather. Today, let me know you're here. Let me know, what are your side quests? So if weight loss is one of your primary goals, what are your side quests? If your main adventure is weight loss. If weight loss is not your main adventure, let us know, what is your main adventure? What is the one thing that you really should be focusing on? Let us know. So when I was a kid, Saturday morning was watching cartoons, and now my Saturday morning is to take time for me. I can reflect on the past week, and then I can set strategies for the week ahead. It's kind of like my reset button day. I know a lot of people like to do resets on Sundays, but I like to do resets on Saturdays. It's just my thing. This is also a special place where you guys can celebrate your successes, and you can grow from your challenges, keep you accountable and committed towards your goals so that you feel supported along the way, develop and hone your self-awareness and your adventure mindset, and overcome the obstacles and challenges that keep you from reaching my nose itches incredibly bad today, keep you from reaching your potential. But we always have a ritual, and our ritual starts with the brain-body connection, because they are not independent of each other. They work together, our brain and our body. So I like to get the body moving. I like to wake it up, because I think that it also wakes up the brain. See, I need to get some movement in this morning, because apparently my brain is not. My cup has my name on it. My cup has my name on it. My mother-in-law bought it for me. Anyway, we are going to do the brain-body connection. And what I want you to do while we're doing the brain-body connection today, pick one thing. Pick one thing and try and repeat it for the whole entire time. That's what we're going to do today. Hello, Ron. Welcome. Oh man, how's your recovery going? How are the walks? Let us know. I'm curious to know how you're doing. Oh my God, I didn't even see Lori. Hello, Lori. Welcome. Okay, let's get started with the brain-body connection, and pick one thing. Do it for the whole time. And here we go. So I think, yeah, we're going. I'm saying let's go. You're saying maybe. Let's find a disco. You're stuck at home being so lazy. Hey.
some, give me some, give me some, give me some energy. Wanna come, wanna come, wanna come, wanna come, wanna come dance with me. Give me some, give me some, give me some, give me some, give me some energy. Wanna come, wanna come, wanna come, wanna come, wanna come dance with me. There's no fire without smoke, I ain't letting you go. I can see you buzzing like you can't say no. There's no fire without smoke, I ain't letting you go. Go, 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 I ain't letting you go. Come on, let yourself be free. Be the best that you can be. Come move your body. Come move your body. Only settle for the best. Live your life with no regrets. Come move your body. Come move your body.
Hey, all right. Excellent time. Yay. So glad you guys moved your body with me. If you did, if you didn't, no shame. If you saw my Instagram post yesterday, you saw that I'm a little bit obsessed with these things. Of course, I had to do squats with them because it just makes it more fun. Makes it more fun. So before we get started, well, we already did get started, so I can't say that, can I? Can I? We're going to do a little journal exercise because I don't want to pollute your brain too much. I don't want to influence your thoughts because sometimes I can do that. So on my website, I have the little journaling page. If you want to go to it, adventuresofdeanna.com. Under downloads, you can download it if you want. If not, I'm going to put them in the chat. You don't have to journal if you don't want to. If you do, that's awesome. You can also put your comments in the chat because that's fun too. So that's a way of journaling. Or you can just think about it, whatever. There's no wrong way. There's no right way. There's no, I don't cast judgment on anyone for the way that they do things. That's the way they do things. And if it works for them, who am I to say anything about it? So anyway, the questions of the day. Are you a multitasker or a single tasker? And how do you think that is working out for you? So let's just take a second and think about, am I a multitasker or am I a single tasker? And how is it working out for me? Because I don't want to think I'm a single tasker. I'm a multitasker.
Pick you up, even if you can't let go. I'll untie the invisible ropes that keep you down. I'm taking matters into my own hands now. Let's face it, we only got this life to live out. So follow me, I'm ready to go. I'll take the lead, I'm ready to go. Ready to go. Ready to go. Ready to go. Ready to go.
Yay! So awesome sauce. Okay. We're going to get back to multitasking. I can't talk. Multitasking and single tasking here in a second. But first, we're going to take a look at the past week because that is also a ritual that we have every single week. How did it go? Anybody have any victories that they would like to share with us? Anybody have any victories that you're really proud of? Well, really in the past few weeks, because, I haven't been on, so I don't know everything that's going on with you. So celebrate yourself. Let us all congratulate you, lift you up, smile for you, cheer you on, be supportive of your awesomeness. And in turn, we maybe can be motivated by your success. I don't know about you, but it does work like that for me. When I see somebody else having success, I'm like, yeah, I can do that too. And sometimes it can help boost me up and give me some energy. Oh my God. Misty, listen to your body and rested when you needed to recover. I know you, and I know that is extremely hard for you. You want to go and push, even whenever, you shouldn't. And it's so good that you're getting a lot better at it. It's like, I think it's a lot easier and becoming more normal place for you to do that now versus always feeling like you have to push. I don't know. That's how I see it. 4 pounds, Lorianne. Yes, that is freaking awesome. Oh my gosh. Wow. Excellent. We are going to, of course, we have to journal about our successes. And I think that regardless of anything, there's always a success. We can always find the good that happened. There's something to be grateful for. There's something to smile about. There's something that was successful. I don't think that anybody has a week that's complete, total trash, garbage, blah. There's something in there. You might have to search really, really hard some weeks. I know I have, but there's always something that was a success. It might not be related to your goals, but there was something that was a success. And that just the reason I say that is because sometimes we want to jump to the problem. Oh my God, I'm such a failure. I'm such a loser. And whenever we focus on the problem or we say bad, negative things to ourselves, it doesn't encourage forward motion, movement, momentum. When we focus on the good, that lifts our spirits up and it helps us to move forward. So there's always something good to celebrate. Oh, Ron, we had heat over, 105 this week for 3 days. Oh my God, you still went out walking, lots of water, sugar-free freeze pops. Was your non-scale victory. Yay, good choices. It's good to be prepared. Preparation. Look at your weather forecast every single week. Look at your weather forecast and say, oh my gosh, is there anything I need to plan for? Like having sugar-free freeze pops. What a great idea, Or is there a way that I can adjust my exercise routine if you do it outdoors? Is there a way that I can do it earlier in the morning or later in the evening? Is there a way that's going to work really well? That's awesome. And what a great example of success. What a great example. So when we think about our success this week that we had, the big question is going to be this. What's one thing? Because we're focusing on one thing today, right? We got a theme. We're talking about one thing. What one thing contributed the most to your success this week? Put it in the chat, write it down, do a video diary. I don't know, whatever you want. But we're going to do that now, and I'll be back in just a second.
Jumping from cliffs so high, trusting our wings to fly. Sometimes we're crashing down, but we get up and start from the ground. And I really wanna know if I never figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high. Even if the sky is falling down, even if the sky is falling down, the sky is falling down. Even if the sky is falling down, even if the sky is falling down, the sky is falling down.
awesome. Just so, very, very awesome. Yay. Grace, consistency is one thing that led to your success. Mine was scheduling. Scheduling is the one thing that led to my success this week. By scheduling and sticking to that schedule, I was able to have success this week. But if I don't schedule these things and abide by that schedule, the kicker, abide by that schedule, I wouldn't be successful because there's so many things that I want to get done. I have to schedule them in order to get them done. And then I have to set, parameters around if I get X done, then I can do Z, type stuff. So we're going to talk about multitasking and single tasking now. So we're gonna have fun. We're gonna do it in a fun way. If you are a multitasker, in the chat, give me a double heart emoji. And if you are a single tasker, a single heart emoji. So I'm a double heart person. I might say that I don't believe in multitasking, but I do multitask at times. I will watch a live stream while I'm cooking my dinner. I'll listen to a podcast while I'm driving or I'm out for a walk. So technically, that's multitasking. I'm not always single tasking. And of course, I have to be working on my website and my live streams and my YouTube videos and my craft projects and my life and everything all at the same time. And I think that's kind of like maybe I've got too many interests and passions going on and I can't really focus on one thing. If I were just to focus on one of those, maybe I would see like growth and stuff like that on any one of those things. And instead, it's just kind of like the little engine that could. I think I can, going through my life. Oh, we got a single tasker and we got some double taskers, multitaskers. An early morning walk is a blessing for the whole day. I agree with that. I am in a better mood on days whenever I get my morning walks, and it just it's special. It's just special. That's all I can say is it's special. I just adore it. Anyway. So I'm not alone in this whole thing that single tasking is better than multitasking. It shows the research out there. It shows that you're 2 or 3 times more likely to stick with your habits if you make a specific plan for when, where, and how you will perform the behavior. For example, in one study, scientists asked people, to fill out this sentence. During the next week, I will partake in at least 20 minutes of vigorous exercise on X day at X time of day at or in whatever the place. And the researchers found that people who filled out that sentence were 2 to 3 times more likely to actually exercise compared to a control group who did not make plans for their future behavior. Psychologists call these specific plans the implementation intention because they state when, where, and how you intend to implement a particular behavior. So this finding is proven and has been reported in hundreds of studies across a broad range of areas. For example, implementation intentions have been found to increase the odds that people will start exercise, begin recycling, stick with studying, even stop smoking. But follow-up research has discovered implementation intentions only work when you focus on one thing at a time. One thing at a time. Researchers found that people who tried to accomplish multiple goals were less committed and less likely to succeed than those who focused on a single goal. Is that my problem? So, for example, if you decide to exercise at 7 a.m. at your local park, you're more likely to do it. But this works best whenever you are just focusing on one thing at a time. So, one thing is there one thing that if you focused on being an expert at, like expert level, better than anybody, never missed a day, if there's one thing that if you did that would help you achieve your goals, what would it be? What would it be? What would that one thing be? So again, we're going to take a journaling break because that's what we do here on the Saturday morning ritual. We take these little chat breaks. I want you to read the question. I want you to see the question. I want you to ponder it and really take a moment to be self-aware, to know what the answer is, to just think about it and think, maybe there is, something that I can tweak, or maybe not. I don't know the answer to that. Only you do, because only you know you. But taking this time out is for us to answer these really important questions is part of the Saturday morning ritual. So I'm going to put the questions here, and then I'm going to press the play button, and we're all going to have a great time. Answer these questions, think about them, put them in the chat, write them on paper, however you want to do it. Message in a bottle.
Sometimes I make this life thing harder than it needs to be. Not dead yet, true shit. So why do I worry about what I can't see? I've been stressing about money for my rent, but the money that I spent last night with my friends was worth it. Sometimes I make this life thing harder than it needs to be. So many lights with us tonight, night. Don't let them go to waste. Look into my eyes. It's gonna be alright. Tomorrow's gonna be okay. One moment, one shot. That's all we got. One moment, one shot. I don't belong to somewhere else than where I lay my bags. It's so hard to stay up and don't hide away behind the same old mask. But tonight I got the cool and I wanna go dance with you. So if you are in the mood, it's worth it. We don't belong with masks on, leave them here and don't look back. So many lights with us tonight, night. Don't let them go to waste. Look into my eyes. It's gonna be alright. Tomorrow's gonna be okay. One moment, one shot. That's all we got. One moment, so many lights with us tonight, night. Don't let them go to waste. Look into my eyes. It's gonna be alright. Tomorrow's gonna be okay. One moment, one shot. Oh, that's all we got. One moment, one shot. That's all we got. One moment, one shot.
Yeah. So anyway, that's a little bit longer of a journaling break because it's really important for the topic of the week that we have just a little bit more time to get our thoughts out on that paper. So I'm going to tell you guys today how I kind of deal with focusing on one thing whenever I have a million side quests. But I wanted to share with you guys first about how terrible my morning has been. Because, oh, look at me. I'm trying to multitask. I'm sharing updates about my life and do the Saturday morning ritual. See, I told you guys, do what I say and not what I do. Anyway, the charger broke off in my phone. I went to, do you see how that is stuck in there? I went to grab my phone and it was on the charger. And normally it's on like the one that you don't plug in. It just, whatever that's there on it. But the animals were being cute and I wanted to take a picture and I went to grab my phone and it was plugged in and then I grabbed it and yanked it and then it broke off in there. So that happened this morning. Also this morning, I noticed that my Fitbit is completely dead. It won't charge, nothing. It's gone. So a couple of weeks ago, the face of it came detached. And I thought, okay, no big deal. I'll just glue it back in place. And I did. And it was fine. And it was working just fine. Well, I played in the sprinkler the other night. And I guess it's no longer water resistant at all. And it's dead. It's dead. And it's the 22nd of June. The 22nd of June. And I need to get 370,000 steps every single month. If you guys follow me, you know that is my goal every single month, 370,000 steps. If I get it, I get $20. If I don't get the goal, then I don't get $20. And my Fitbit probably isn't even up to date. I don't even know. Anyway, if I look in here, it says for the month that I have 277,000 steps. So now I have to carry my phone with me everywhere I go to get steps. And that's just stupid. Anyway, that's my rant for today. Just that's how my life is going this morning. But I don't want to focus on the problem. I want to focus on solutions. I'm a solution-focused person. We're going to get it. We're going to take care of it. It's all good. But I'm going to share with you guys first how I focus on one thing whenever I have so many side quests. So many side quests. Oh, let's see what you guys had to say. I think I would rather be good at several things over being an expert at eating one thing. Me too. That's me 100%. I could never just be an expert at one thing. Number one, that would just be so boring to me. I would just be like, oh my God, I'm so bored. I'm so bored. I don't know how these people do it. Like they talk about the same thing all the time. And I need to have a much more varied existence. I'm sorry, Mary. Oh no. The Fitbits, man. They manufacture these so that you have to get a new one like every 1 to 2 years, it feels like to me. I just think they're just making bank on these, man. And then they get us all addicted to their app and knowing what our sleep score is and how many steps we're getting and how much sleep and all the stuff, And it's like, I gotta know, it sure drives me kind of crazy a little bit. Okay, so thank you guys. I'm just a crazy person here on the internet. Anyway, talking about how do I focus on everything? It's all about priorities. It's about priorities. What is your priority? What is your priority? You really need to ask yourself what your priority is. And at different times of the day, we might have different priorities. So in the morning, I have different priorities than whenever I'm at work. When I'm at work, the time is to focus on my job. That's the priority. Whenever I'm at home in the morning, my job is to take care of these, tasks. And that brings me to the next one, which is after I have my priorities set, I make a schedule for when, where, how I'm going to do the things. And then I take productive breaks. So we need to have breaks. I think breaks are like so important. If you're doing anything focus wise, and really you got to take breaks. Everybody takes breaks. You gotta walk away from something for a minute. You need to stretch your legs. You can't sit at your desk all day. It's not good for you. It's not good for you. Get up. But so we take productive breaks. Going for a walk, doing some snackercise, my favorite word. I love doing snackercise. I like to get up and move for 5 minutes and then get back to whatever I'm doing. It really helps me increase my step goal for the day, or step count anyway for the day. It helps to give my brain a break from overheating, thinking about whatever it is that I'm thinking about, but it's really, the productive breaks are really, really helpful. It's whenever I am working from home, I take productive breaks to do little routine tasks like cleaning the bathroom, vacuuming, sweeping, dusting, running the dishwasher, doing dishes, prepping. I take little breaks throughout the day to do these other tasks that would normally be something that I would have to do after work. But when I take my breaks and I do these productive things, then it frees up my evening so that I can do focused work on figuring out what my topic of the week is going to be for the Saturday morning ritual, or creating a blog post, or working on my poi, or working on my sewing projects, or whatever thing it is that I'm up to. It frees up that time so I can do other focus work. So that's really, really important. And that it kind of lets me help get into kind of a flow state with whatever it is that I'm working on. So I can really do like some serious work in about 2 hours, that if I'm trying to multitask, it can take like all day, 8 hours to finish a project. But if all I'm doing is focusing on that one thing, I get it done a lot faster, because I'm not trying to answer emails. I'm not trying to answer people's questions. I'm not worried about the phone, and I'm not losing my focus on, not losing my focus on whatever it is that I'm working on. And our goals can be that way too. Like with me, I've got all these things that I want to do, but what if I only focused on weight loss? If I were to single task this goal of weight loss, and I didn't, no craft projects, no poi spinning, no website, no YouTube. It's like I go to work, I come home, make meals, clean the house, stuff you got to do because I'm an adult. Blah. Anyway, and then anything else was like, is this going to help my weight loss? Is this going to get me closer to my goal? I'm focused on that one goal. If that's all I did, eat, sleep, work, weight loss. Perhaps if that's all I did, they say like, just go away, change yourself for 6 months. Just focus on that one thing, hardcore. You change your life. If I did that, I would probably just hit my goal a lot faster, because I wouldn't have so many distractions, so many things that kind of like sneakily get in the way. I'm not going to do that. Like I said, do what I say, not what I do, because my life isn't like that. Because weight maintenance is important as weight loss, and I want to lose my weight in a way that I live my life. I don't want to have to relearn skills after all the weight is gone. I'm learning it on the way down. So I'm a multi-passionate person. I'm going to focus on multi-passionate at the same time, despite the fact that all the research indicates that I would be a lot more successful if I just focused on that one thing. So I can get in my own way. Yeah, sure. Okay, that's fine. I fully accept that responsibility of getting in my own way, and I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. So anyway, but if you recognize those kind of like off tangent thing, I don't even know. When I find my flow and I just, can really focus on those tasks and get them done quickly, it's a huge help in letting me do so many things that I like to do. And one of those things is also knowing yourself and self-awareness. Like, when do you do the things that you do best? Some people cannot work out in the morning. It's just not, they're not going to be as good at it. They like to do it in the afternoon because it feels better to them. That's one thing. Work projects. There's, I can do my best work projects from 10 to noon. That's like my prime brain time at work. Also 8 to 10. Anytime before noon, really. That's my time. That's when I can do my best stuff. Also, I'm pretty good from 7 to 9 o'clock at night too. But I'm not at work then. That's when I get to do my focus work for all my other stuff. So knowing yourself and knowing when you should be doing certain tasks is also very helpful. And if you keep a journal, then that will be your guide. It'll help you know. It'll help you learn about that and figure it out. And then also sleep. Okay. Sleep. It's the foundation of everything. When we don't get enough sleep, is it hard to focus? Do you ever find that? Do you ever find whenever you don't get enough sleep, you can't focus? Do you find that your brain is distracted a little bit whenever you don't get enough sleep? Getting enough sleep is really going to help you to focus on one thing. Whenever you go to sleep at night, is your bedroom for sleeping? Or is your bedroom also for all your different side projects and your side quests and watching TV and scrapbooking and grooming the pet and all the things? Or is your bed for sleep? And it's cool. I think it's, if you want to do all those things in your bedroom, that's fine, but your bed should be for sleep. Have a side area, if you can, for this is where I do other stuff. But when I'm in my bed, my body knows that that's for sleep. I'm in bed to sleep. It just is one of the ways that you can help train yourself for good sleep. So creating a priority list, taking breaks is very helpful. So for instance, say you wanted to drink more water, you could use your breaks for drinking more water. If one of your goals is to get more exercise, use your breaks for exercise. If one of your goals is to have a cleaner house, use your breaks. Clean your house or read a book or whatever your other goals are. So that way you can, fit in other things. Do you know what I used to do for my breaks? Anybody want to take a guess at what I used to do for my breaks? Bedroom is only for sleeping and changing my clothes. I agree with that 100%. It sends a clear message to my brain why we're here. We are here to sleep, and it works pretty good. There was a phase I was in not too long ago where I got away from that, and it was not good. It didn't take very long for me to get into that, but I was kind of escaping, and it wasn't working out really good. But I agree. Bedroom is the place for sleeping and changing clothes. Okay, so I used to take my breaks like most people do and, scroll into social media. Oh, look at their life. Oh, look at their life. Also, pantry breaks. I would just go to the refrigerator and the pantry and do the pantry dance and, the tango, where I go back and forth between the two, just looking for something to eat. I'm not hungry. I'm just bored, need a break, nothing else to do. So I'm looking for food. And back whenever that was one of my habits, how many times do you think it was before, the snack food won? But if I take that time and I'm not thinking about the fridge and the pantry and all the food that's there, I'm using it productively on other things like snackercise or drinking more water or whatever it might be, then those extra calories aren't going to sneak in there, you know? I'm not going to eat whenever I'm not hungry. Another way that we can really focus on one thing is to remove our distractions. Are you distracted? Is that why you can't focus on one thing? Are you distracted? So I know some people might say that all my little side quests are just big, gigantic distractions. I think that they bring balance to my life. They create joy. And so I don't think that I'm going to argue. I would argue a lot and say, no, that's my happiness. And if I'm not happy, I can't do all these other things, you know? I would say that they're not distractions, but there are other distractions. My pets can be distractions from me when, oh my God, trying to work out. And then the cats are like rubbing up against the legs. They pet me. So you're like, oh, cute kitty. And then you didn't do as hard of a workout because you're petting the cat or the dog or the bunny or whatever animal you have. Distractions, distracting you when you're eating. Do you get distracted when you're eating? So I know a lot of people that need snacks later at night because they didn't find satisfaction with their meals. It's not that they're actually hungry. It's that they weren't satisfied. And satisfied can come in a lot of ways. And if we are distracted when we're eating, if we're watching TV, if we're scrolling on our phone, if we're talking on the phone, if we're doing other things versus eating our food, smelling it, looking at the texture, eating it slowly, chewing our bites, really enjoying that food, being alone with that food, being in the present moment with that food is going to be a lot more satisfying than if we're distracted and we ate it and we can't remember that. Oh, wow, how did that happen? You know, be present with your food. Remove distractions when you're eating. Remove distractions when you're sleeping so that you can sleep. How many people need 100% to be able to contact you in the middle of the night? Everybody else can go on silent. Only the people that really, really, really need to get you in the middle of the night. There's just no reason for it. It shouldn't be a list of 50 people. It should be like 5 or less, I think. I don't know. That's going to have to be determined by you because everybody's different. And I'm not, I don't know what the right number is, 100%. I don't know. So remove our distractions. Sleeping. Talked about sleep, blah, blah, blah. We need to do that. Exercise. The mind and the body are connected. When you move your body, you're also benefiting your brain. And I know a lot of people want to overlook it, but don't. It does not need to be high intensity interval training in order to be movement. But being active every single day, it just really helps your brain. It helps you to focus. It helps you with ideas, creativity, just anything that you need your brain for. Movement helps it. I'm not the, expert on this, but I believe it to be true. Eating nutritious foods and drinking water are also going to help you stay focused on one thing. Staying hydrated and eating less processed foods has benefits. You don't get, a sugar crash. Anybody ever experience a sugar crash? There we go. Feeling dehydrated. When you are dehydrated, you can get more cravings for food. Also, I think it slows down my brain whenever I'm dehydrated. Comment with the rainbow if you agree with me. Comment with the rainbow. Because we need to be eating a rainbow of colors. Because that gives us all these great vitamins and minerals and awesome, awesome things. So eating nutritious foods and drinking water is going to help us to focus on one thing. Because by doing that, our bodies are in a better state physically, and it can help distract us from things like cravings and such. Doesn't it sound so easy? Oh, and I love Do Not Disturb. Come on. No. I was telling a friend the other day because she was mentioning something about me, and I was I'm like, yeah, if you really need to get a hold of me, you probably should call my mom and have my mom call me, because that's pretty much the only person that is on the most important list. So, I guess I shouldn't tell everybody that. Everybody's going to try and contact my mom. Anyway, self-care. I think it all is self-care, to be honest with you. Eating nutritious foods and drinking water, getting enough sleep, removing distractions. It's all part of self-care. It's taking care of me so I can focus on the things I want to focus on, right? So I can have more time and more enjoyment out of the stuff that brings me joy. I think life is all about having joyful moments. If you only get 5 minutes a day for you and you alone, how are you supposed to use that 5 minutes to focus on a task that is going to get you closer to your goals? If all you get is 5 minutes, I would say it's going to be impossible. We need to be the priority. We need to be the priority. I know that we have all these people that we want and love, and we want to take care of them, and we want to help them, and we want to do. But you have to take care of you, your goals, your life. That is the priority. You can't take care of other people if you're not taking care of yourself. So try and make sure that your life is in line with your goals so that you have time for you. Your goal can't just be to take care of other people. Your goal has to be, one of your main goals has to be to take care of you. That was a lot, wasn't it? Wasn't it? Anything new, anything different? Or are you like, oh man, I've been kind of letting that slip lately? That was a good idea. So now that we've identified, the importance of focusing on one thing at a time, I want to just shift our attention to a crucial aspect that can really influence our journey, our weight loss, our adventure, and that is our identity and our beliefs. So many of us identify as multitaskers. We believe that juggling multiple tasks is the only way. It's the way to be productive. But what if we could change that narrative? What if single tasking, this is a challenge for me, focusing on one thing at a time, could actually, lead to more profound and fulfilling accomplishment? What if? So I want you to take a minute, and we're going to journal again, of course. And this is going to I want to encourage you to envision a future where single tasking is the norm. Everybody's single task. That's just the way it is. Consider what success would look like if you focused on just one thing at a time. What benefits could it bring to your personal and professional life? Think about how you can measure your success differently to support the focus. What new metrics can you develop that align with just doing one thing at a time? So we're going to kind of think about it for just a minute. I'm going to put the questions in the chat. If you went to my website, adventuresofdeanna.com, you could have downloaded the sheet and you could write on it if you had a printer, or do it digitally somehow, because if you're not smart, I don't know. Anyway, here's the questions, and we're going to think about it for a second, and I will be right back. Yay.
A new place, a new home, for a while, let me feel alive. Nothing to hold me back, take my time, just enjoy the ride. A new man passing by, life is good, best I've ever felt. Get me up, somewhere new, somewhere I can find myself. Oh, I feel so alive. As I reach out to the sky. I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day. Cause I found my way. In bad times, I know I'll be okay. Cause I found my way. 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 I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day. Cause I found my way. In bad times, I know I'll be okay. Cause I found my way. 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 I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day. Cause I found my way. In bad times, I know I'll be okay. Cause I found my way.
Anyway, sorry. Did you find your way yet? Have you found your way? You find new song, and I really like it. Anyway, I hope you found your way. Now we got to make a plan for the week. So we have to take into consideration our calendar. We have to take into consideration the weather. Like Ron said, it's been so hot lately. We gotta plan for these things. I don't know. Do you plan by your cycles? A lot of women like to plan by their cycle or the moon. Did you guys see the moon last night? Who saw the moon? The moon was so gorgeous, but we were driving and like right at the sun was setting and the moon was rising, and it was so huge and big, and it was a strawberry moon. It was so gorgeous. Oh my gosh, it was so gorgeous. But then whenever I got home where I could actually go to take a picture of it, the moon was behind a tree and next to a street light, so it wasn't going to make a very good picture. But I was thinking about Mary and her solar eclipse picture. It was so good. It was a phenomenal picture. Oh my God. I'll never forget that picture. Never forget that picture. It was so good. Anyway, tangent. We got to ask ourselves, what's the one thing I'm going to focus on to achieve my goals this week? What's the one thing I'm going to focus on? It's going to, really help. Really help. Maybe the one thing you need to focus on this week is, figuring out your priorities. Maybe the one thing you need to focus on is scheduling. What's the one thing? What's the number one priority? And then we want to go back to that study, remember? When, where, how, with who, when. When am I going to focus on my thing? Who, when, where. Switch back to single tasking as soon as possible. Yes. And then there's certain tasks that are fine to multitask, and certain tasks that I need to focus. So let's think about it for just a minute. And what is the one thing that you are going to focus on this week? When, where, how, with who, and when am I going to do it? Write it down, put it on paper, cement it. You need to do that. Okay, back to me. Hi, I'm here. Hi. Okay, there wasn't another journaling song, so answer that question. What is my number one priority this week? When, where, how, with who, and when will I do it? It's important. I have a list of things. I want to read that again for some reason. I need to accomplish and focus on one at a time, multitask at times. Switch back as soon as possible. That's great. Focus on me. Get back to me. You know, there's so many things in life that it's easy to forget about ourselves. Kind of, we like to sometimes let ourselves run on autopilot and think that everything's going to take care of ourselves with, you know, the eating and the sleeping and the drinking of the water and the exercise. And for the most part, it kind of does. But that little percentage that when we're not focusing, it can get really tricky and it can keep us from achieving our goals. So focusing on me, yeah, we need to focus on me. That's my self-care. This week, this is when I'm going to take time for me, whatever it is. That might be your one thing. And that's an awesome one thing because you're the most important thing in your life. You got to live with you forever. So I hope you guys enjoyed our talk today. I think it's so important that to single task, even though I joked around a lot to say that I was a multitasker, but I love single tasking. I think it's important. I wish I could influence more people in my life to be single taskers because I think that they could really benefit from being single taskers. So maybe I influenced you to give it a try, to be a single tasker on a few things this week. Give you some tips and tricks that you can use, or maybe somebody in the chat gave you a tip or trick that you could use. Anyway, thank you again for joining me. So sad that part of the ritual is that it has to end. Stay curious, stay determined. Until next time, keep writing, keep exploring, keep losing those pounds. And don't forget to share your main adventure and your side quest in the comments. Come back to the video if you're watching live and leave a comment. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. As always, have a good adventure.